I asked AI to give me a Madden challenge, and they came up with the underdog to champion challenge with a set of 8 rules. Rule number 1, start with the lowest overall team, Arizona Cardinals. Done. Rule number 2, I can make a maximum of 3 trades per season, which doesn't sound like a big deal until you get to rule number 3. I must draft one person in each round every draft, which means I need to make sure I have all 7 of my picks, or at least a pick in every round, which means I can't really trade them around too much. Rule number 4, free agency. I can pick up 2 people in free agency each season. Rule number 5 is player development, where I have to make one player under 75 overall a Pro Bowler by the end of the challenge. Then there's rule number 6, salary cap. Stay underneath the salary cap, which is pretty easy. I'm gonna have to do that anyway. Rule number 7 is difficulty level. It says all pro at least. We're gonna play on all Madden, but I think it expects me to play a lot of user games, which I probably won't. I might play a breakout player or 2, but probably not. And rule number 8 is progression, where we have to reach the playoffs by the 2nd season and win the Super Bowl by the 3rd. Then it gave me 3 bonus objectives. We need to develop a rookie quarterback to an 85 plus by the end of the challenge, which means we have to use one of our trades to get a rookie quarterback, unless we want to think that we can just get a generational talent at the end of year 2 at 2 or 3, but probably not going to happen. The second bonus challenge is have a defensive player win defensive player of the year, which is kind of difficult. Like, I can kind of get a quarterback in a position to win an MVP every year. I can kind of finesse that, but defense player of the year is really hard. Third bonus objective is to increase my team's overall by at least 15 points. We started at a 77. So if I do my math correctly, that means we need to have a 92 overall in 3 seasons. Crazy talk. Get in the lab, try to make this happen. I honestly don't think that they will even accept this. I have to really consider if I should just draft a quarterback and try to get him to an 85. And at this point, that's what I think I'm going to do. So we have our first trade go through. Kyler Murray, a first and 2 seconds for Josh Jacobs, Nate Hobbs, and Colton Miller. We're going to have to replace that second before the draft. I screwed that up. I could have got a lot more picks, but we ended up just doing a pick-for-pick trade. We're going to save our next trade for the offseason. In my experience in franchise, Dallas does seem the way to go. We have our first breakout player. It's a defensive lineman, so I don't really feel like I'm going to go in and play it. He broke out. That might be our guy. So no big surprise here. We went 5-12. The offense is great, which is expected. Big thing is the defense, really bad, but we knew we needed to fix that. Whatever, we'll just make sure we check in the last 2 seasons. I don't think anyone would make a Pro Bowl on 5 of them. And I'll go ahead and evaluate. And we got them both. So I'm going to look into the trade and the draft. We really need to get a rookie quarterback at this point. Wide receiver. And then number 1 wide receiver. Some corners. Team's really not looking that bad. Maybe I should have kept my pick. But it doesn't look like it's a quarterback draft, which is good for us because otherwise I was in injury. I let my pick go. It's really not a quarterback draft. We're banking on a generational talent quarterback in the next, and then into the 3rd season. So there's no point in not making a trade this season. A solid corner could be good, and I know I said I was gonna take my time, but the 6'7" wide receiver running a 4.3. There you go. Looking back at our draft, I think it went well, and I'm not mad at it. We have a 76 corner, a 74 wide receiver, 73 defensive tackle, 72 corner, and a lot of these guys were hidden. We have a shot, but the thing is, now that it's our 2nd season, we have to make the playoffs or the challenge is just over. We just got there's no quarterbacks in that draft, bro. If there's just one quarterback in that draft, we could have gotten him and it would have been easy, man. Now we're relying on a generational talent and winning out, and that didn't happen. Well, we failed. Unless we sneak in at 5-12. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm trash. I couldn't beat a freaking AI Madden challenge, but it is what it is. If you want me to try it again, or maybe try a different AI Madden challenge, let me know.